first off, sir, one of the hot buttons in this election obviously is gas prices. And I keep hearing that over and over again, and I personally would like to see something done about it. What would you do to help alleviate the problem?
Well, I would dramatically expand access to federal land and offshore. I'd also get some waivers so we could build our first refinery. We haven't built a new refinery since 1977. And I'd waive the pipeline so we could build the Keystone XL pipeline within the next year. All those things would help bring prices down.
Is the Republican Party divided at this moment?
Well, sure, but it's kind of like watching, the SEC during the football season. I mean, we're all jockeying, but in the end, somebody's going to be the nominee, and we're all going to be unified to beat Barack Obama.
Mm-hmm. Why do you stand out above the rest?
I think, first of all, because I'm in a Reagan tradition. I believe that the Proverbs is right: without vision, the people perish. And I believe that we have an obligation to have a candidate who is not just conservative, but who is looking to the future, who's building good solutions, and who has an experience of doing it. I'm the only speaker in your lifetime to balance the budget for 4 straight years. And I was the leader in the first successful Republican election for the House in 40 years. So I think both knowing what to do and being able to actually get it done are important, and I think neither of my competitors has that ability.
Mm-hmm. And yesterday, I believe the Senate voted down a pipeline on the Keystone Pipe Project. What do you think about all that?
I think it's amazing that Democratic senators up for re-election would vote for higher gas prices for the people back home over an ideological position. I mean, I'm truly surprised at the number of Democrats who basically voted to impose higher gas prices on their own voters. And that's why I'm so deeply opposed to what President Obama is doing. He wants very expensive gasoline. He wants to drive us away from our choice of a car or a truck into his ideas of something like the Volt or the Prius. And I just don't think the President of the United States should be able to dictate what kind of car or truck we buy.
And, last but not least, in your speech today, I loved what you said about the government should be serving us, not residing over us. How would you perpetuate that message?
Well, part of it is I want to replace the Environmental Protection Agency with a brand new Environmental Solutions Agency that is collaborative rather than dictatorial. I want us to set up a program where we replace the 130-year-old civil service laws with modern management, so people actually have to perform or they don't have their job. So you as a citizen could complain if somebody wasn't doing the right job, and you could also complain if they were dictatorial.
Mm-hmm. Well, I know I won't take up too much more of your time, but you're here in Ellisville today, Mississippi, March 13th. What do you think?
Well, the last poll that just came out shows me ahead. I think that it's very important as a fellow Southerner from Georgia that we have somebody who understands the South. And I noticed that Governor Romney said that he tried grits for the first time yesterday. I think that's probably not a very good introduction to, I think he understands the rest of the South about as well as he understands grits.
I like that. So we are, not we, but you were saying today during your speech that this is the future, that this election is a vote for the future.
Which America do you want? Do you want an America like Obama wants it, with very expensive gasoline, power centralized in Washington, apologizing to our enemies? Or do you want an America that's based on the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, that creates a bigger, better, more prosperous future?
That was great.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.